What is inside of your heart? Can you show us something important to you inside of a precious little box? There are different things precious to different people. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your friends. Maybe it's the amazing animals of this earth that we share a planet with. Maybe it's being in nature and making sure that nature can be there for your children. Maybe it's having loads of fun. Maybe it's learning. Maybe it's getting to move, sing, dance, and make creative things. So right now, you're going to get a box, put your name on it. I want you to write clearly so that people who don't know you can read your name. I'm writing slow. My first name, my teacher, and here I'm just choosing one, your homeroom teacher, and your school. One way that you can start your box is to use an insert. I have inserts that are shaped to fit inside the box, and it's easier to draw on an insert before you put it in the box, because look how I have it flat on the table. So think about what is in your heart, and you might start to get some ideas. Because I'm an art teacher of children, I know that in my heart is making sure that kids get to make art and have fun making art. They get to show it to people. So I'm definitely going to have an art show going on in my little box. Now, I don't have to make a little scene or a little place. I could just fill my box with what comes from the floor of an art room. I can just put the faces of artists, of young artists in my box. There's different things you can do. It does not have to be a little room or a little place. So notice I put my insert in, but I didn't glue it in yet. I can use a glue gun for this project. Glue guns usually are sitting in or on a protective mat. In our case, it's in a red box. And the tip of a hot glue gun is very dangerous and hot and can burn you. So make sure you never touch it and pull the trigger to squeeze just a little amount onto your object. If glue does not come out, you might need to feed your glue gun through the back. So I'm going to put the tiniest amount of glue on the part that will touch the surface, and then I'm going to press it and hold it down until the glue cools. So the glue has to be hot when things are pressing, and then it should cool before you let go. Work quickly and safely. When you have a glue gun in your hand, you make your squirt and then you lay it back down in its safe spot. As soon as the glue is on something, you have to quickly touch it to where it's going to stick. So something else you might have access to is some model magic. If you're mixing a color, make sure you stretch and fold until you get the desired color. And I wanted to show you an easy way to make a person or an animal. First, I make a head. Usually I start with a ball. You might need ears, you might need hair. But for something so tiny, you can keep it simple and it doesn't have to look real. So there's a head, and then I'm going to roll a ball and make a teardrop shape for a body. So if you think about it, you could picture a cat this way with a head and a body and maybe a tail and ears. You can make most animals this way unless you're making a fish or something very different. But I want you to, if you're making something to inhabit your box or lots of somethings, think about a way of doing it very simple. Maybe it doesn't really need all of its legs to show or all of its specific body parts to show when it's being so tiny. So again, work quickly with glue. I squirted this glue in. It's already starting to cool. I make sure that my box is facing the right way. And now I can let my little insert slide down into the box and be fastened. You might need to carefully squirt glue into the sides, but in the end, everything has to be very secure and should pass a shake test, which means you hold it upside down, shake it, and nothing comes undone. And here's another good way to do things. If you won't be drawing on your insert and if you won't be wanting to make a lot of changes, then you can go ahead and glue your insert into the box first. That means you're going to decide on an insert or no insert and glue it in. I'm putting lots of glue stick inside, and it's just going to stay inside while I add more on top of it. The insert does have to be in the box to add your things on top of it. So like a lot of our projects at school will be limited by the time that we have here to do things. You can make quick decisions based on what you see around you. I was thinking about nature, so I just started to maybe look at green things, and I found puzzle pieces, and that inspired me to think about how things in nature fit together like a puzzle, and we don't want to remove any parts of the puzzle. I wanted a variety of things to show that nature is like a beautiful gallery of many different kinds of things. Even though I didn't have a specific plant or organism in mind for most of these things, they reminded me of nature. So have fun, make something beautiful, and then we want to hear what was in your heart while you made it.